The break is presented by Browning Trail Cameras. You've got to see this. Closed captioning is brought to you by iScope, smartphone adapter for the outdoors.
There are many states that have great turkey hunting, but I would rank my home state of Missouri at the top of the list. Hearing a thundering gobble from a big old eastern in the Missouri woods is something every hunter needs to experience. This week on The Break, team hunters Jacob Russell, Cody Page, and Zach Haynes are on a mission for Show Me State Gobblers.
I'm going to sit here the last bit, call maybe every 15 minutes, see if I get lucky and get one answer.
Stay tuned to see how they do, coming up on The Break. Maybe I'm a little partial towards Missouri since it is my home state, but overall, is there a better place to turkey hunt? Jason Miles will tell you Indiana is the place to be.
You're watching The Break. Big turkey down in Indiana. Thanks for coming along and watching.
Of course, TJ will make his case for Kansas.
Well, Kansas turkey season's over for me. Made it about 30 minutes into the morning. Well, not even that.
And I can hear all the guys at Hunt Kentucky screaming at me right now about the bluegrass state.
Did I tell you I love Kentucky? We don't just have big bucks, we got big turkeys, we got big ducks, we got it all.
But if I had to pick one state to turkey hunt, it would be Missouri. But I'll take it. It was a great hunt. I'm happy. Jacob Russell is proud to represent Missouri, and one of his priorities is taking his nephew Cole Ellinger hunting, which you may have seen in the previous episode of The Break. Well, Cole and Jacob are back at it in the same spot, hoping for a repeat.
Hey, good morning. It's April 9th. It's opening morning of the Missouri Youth Turkey Hunt. We're set up here. Cole and I are in the same exact spot we were last year when we killed this bird. We've had quite a few birds gobbling back behind us. We've got some to the right, some to the left. So we're set up on a ridge top here where we've got 4 logging roads that all meet in this one food plot. It was 34 degrees when we left camp this morning, so if the turkey decoys don't work, I might have to start a bonfire, see if they want to come up and warm up, see if that works. But there was definitely quite a few birds gobbling this morning, so I'm a little excited. It's definitely cold. It's not real windy, so that's a good thing, but it's you can hear a bird gobble for a long ways off. Checked the cameras last night. There was birds in here yesterday morning about 7:30, so last couple of days they've been in here, and then we've got another field down on the other side of the farm that they were in the afternoon, so if we don't get anything this morning, we're going to switch tactics and move down the other side of the farm and see if we can't catch one in the big field coming in for the evening. There's that squirrel again. Stay tuned. Hang on, you got him, hang on.
What the heck happened, bud?
I was just rushed my shot every single time.
Oh, I think that's it. It happens.
It happened. I have to deal with this because it's all on video.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, we'll pack up, go get breakfast, and then we'll switch spots later this afternoon. Don't worry about it. I've done it before.
Oh, sure.
I did it last year.
3 shots?
Not 3.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
You ain't the first and you ain't the last person to miss a turkey. It's alright.
For as long as I can remember, the Browning name has meant something to people in the outdoors. So when I went looking for a trail camera that I could depend on, there was only one name that came to mind: Browning Trail Cameras. So if you're looking for a trail camera that's easy to use, is unbelievably reliable, and takes amazing pictures and videos, there's only one brand that I trust: Browning Trail Cameras.
Browning Speed combines advanced fabrics, tailored fit, and innovative camouflage. Hunt harder, faster, and stronger than ever. Speed, killer clothing.
This segment is brought to you by Indian Creek Shooting Systems.
Cole missed an opportunity on a Jake, but he's back in the blind the next morning looking for redemption.
We had a good hunt this morning. Came down, set up our blind, and good birds gobbling all around. So we started calling them in, and they came on down, put on a good show for us. I was lucky, got a shot on them. I'm glad I did after the excitement, the exciting hunt I had yesterday. Well, thanks for watching the break.
Cole got a second chance and he made it count. Now it's Jacob's turn on the gun and he's got Chase Eskew running the camera.
He's hot. We didn't get none of that.
I don't know if we did or not. What the? It's like 6:30.
He's 7 steps.
I couldn't tell. Could you see the viewfinder? Was he in it when you?
Yeah, but you're like worst cameraman ever. I couldn't even get.
I couldn't see what I was doing. He was here.
It is the opening morning of 2016 Missouri turkey season. It is 20 after 6, and we have a bird on the ground. We didn't get hardly any of that on camera. Bird gobbled in the tree behind us and just kept coming, and he was 6 steps. Couldn't get the camera on him. I had to lean out my cameraman's window to. We didn't have a whole lot of time because he was strutting literally 5 steps from the blind, so we couldn't really get a whole lot of movement around, but we got birds still gobbling back here, so we get this bird tagged up, probably take him back, and we're gonna see if we can get Mr. Chase Eskew a bird.
Our veterans and those currently serving have selflessly volunteered for duty and risked their lives for the benefit of all Americans. With this in mind, the Niestedt Foundation was established to show gratitude for these individuals by providing the opportunity to participate in unbelievable outdoor experiences. Each event we organize is strongly rooted in our 4 guiding principles: respect, integrity, connecting individuals, and empowerment. Visit Niestedt.org to discover how you can create a brighter America for those who have sacrificed so much.
Whether it's deer hunting or turkey hunting, to be successful, sometimes it's just a matter of putting in the time. Zach Haynes is a guy who puts in the time even when the conditions or setup aren't ideal.
Woke up this morning to pretty hard rain. Knew we had to go to a blind to keep the camera equipment dry. I was actually going to go to a box blind down here, but decided to just sit in the ground blind instead. A little closer to where I want to be. This is the same field I killed a gobbler in last year and the year before. So hopes are high. Rainy day. They normally come to fields. So we'll see what happens. The rain is supposed to dissipate here before too long. And it's 7 o'clock, so still plenty of time for a good morning hunt. So thanks for joining us on the break. We'll see what happens. Alright, well, we changed farms. We're at a spot that we've killed turkeys before, and no sooner than we got out of the car, a bird started gobbling out in this big field. Bad news is there's really no way I can get to him, so I'm on the other side of the biggest rise from him. I got as far as I could get without stepping out in the open. Set up a strutter decoy and a breeding hen. I hit the box call, it's kind of windy, so hoping he'll hear it and come over the hill. This could happen fast. Well, back at our main farm. Saw a gobbler at that other one. He was gobbling when we got there. Tried to slip around him, and he quit gobbling. Never did answer a call. Never did see him. At least not after initially. So, not really sure what happened, but got about an hour and 20 minutes left. It started to rain a little bit, so I didn't want to get the camera wet, so I actually climbed up in our box blind. This is the box blind that I killed that big buck out of last fall, and my daughter shot a couple of deer out of here, so if somebody had been in here the opening day, we'd have killed 2 gobblers. There were 2 strutting right here in front, so I'm going to sit here the last bit, call maybe every 15 minutes, see if I get lucky and get one to answer. Might get fortunate, but otherwise I'm going to be done hunting for the week, so not the way I wanted the season to start, but I've had a lot of fun, just haven't been able to get it done. I mean, this morning and the first day, 200 gobbles, but no bird, so it's just the way it goes sometimes. That's why they call it hunting. 12:20. Oh man. I mean, that just goes to show you, if you just put your time in, things will work out. I mean, I've been calling every 15, 20 minutes. I thought maybe I heard a gobble not long ago. Stuck my head out the window and I didn't hear it again, but then I looked over in the trees over here and I saw what I thought was some movement. Looked up with my binoculars and it was two longbeards. And they saw my strutter and my hen decoy out here and came to check it out. Here we are sitting behind him at 12:20. They came up the bluff about 12:15. I thought I heard a gobble sitting in one of our big box blinds that we normally hunt deer out of because it's raining. Didn't want to get the camera equipment wet or take a risk. Figured I'd sit the last 90 minutes because you never know what's going to happen. And this right here, this is proof. Put your time in and you'll be rewarded. I didn't do anything crazy special here. Didn't make any awesome amount of calls, or the decoys look nice and everything worked out well, but it's just being here. So if you're ever wondering about strategy, if you're ever wondering about what should I do, the answer is go hunt. One of my favorite things that I see on Facebook is a thing called a hunting brick, and supposedly you're supposed to throw it up in the air and if it lands you go hunting. Well, I agree completely. So thank you so much for joining us on the break. Got us a nice 3-year-old with a real nice beard here in northern Missouri, and we couldn't be happier.
Banks Outdoors is the place that connects family.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah. That was unreal.
This is the place that connects friends.
Yeah, bro, you did it.
What a phenomenal story.
This is the place that brings excitement.
3, bro.
Most importantly, this is the place where memories are made.
Dad, I will never forget this moment.
Neither will I, buddy. Neither will I.
Why do I shoot in Indian Creek? It's deader than a hammer. Indian Creek once again.
The break is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Well, Cody Page and Johnny Shelton are back to their old tricks, and that's bad news for turkeys in the area.
Set up early this morning. Got in here. These birds have been moving in and out of this point on this edge of this field. Come in. Yesterday we caught 3 birds up to this point. We had a jake that I believe that I just shot that came in and didn't like the jake decoy. He come in about 60 yards or so far to our right. I'd called in 2 more birds yesterday morning. And somebody, the guy that's actually on the show, broke a stick. And they gone. So this morning we got in here and set up, cut some limbs down, and he pitched out right towards the decoys, walked in about 15 steps, if that. I couldn't take it. I had to get the monkey off my back and send him to turkey heaven. We're gonna sit tight and see if we can't strike another one in, seeing as it's 20 after 6. 20 after 6, so we got a lot of time left. Rained last night, so they'll probably be a little late firing up. Sit tight. Maybe we can get number 2 on the ground today.
Well, had a pretty successful morning this morning, as you can see. We came in here yesterday. We set up just on the point of that hill there, and all these birds came out right here in this field, and they never would crest the hill and come over to us. So this morning we decided to use a new tactic, and we slipped around. We set up right here behind the camera, and it was a gamble. It was just shot in the dark because we had to come in, we had to trim all these tree limbs down and get it all set up, but it paid off. We had a little Jake, he pitched in right into the field right here. He wasn't roosted 30, 40 yards away from us. Came right into the decoys, and Johnny shot him. I think we stepped it off at 18 yards, and Johnny pulled the trigger on the Jake because this is his 4th day in a row hunting. He's leaving town in a couple of days to go guide hunts in northern Missouri with Shane Christensen. So we sat tight for a little bit longer, and it probably wasn't, again,
15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, and we heard this one gobbling back behind us, and we sat tight, and they came in. There's 2 of them, and these were the same 2 birds I took my nephew on the youth hunt. They came in with that big tom he shot. They were real skittish. They saw these decoys out here. They weren't moving. You know, this is probably the 3rd or 4th time they've been hunted, so we knew they weren't going to come any closer than what they were, and we were just forced to take the shot. But 53 yards. Had our Indian Creek turkey choke this morning, and I'm a firm believer in that. Johnny uses it, I use it. We had us a good morning this morning. We can take them home, clean them up, get ready for the turkey fry. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Cody, if you noticed, when them birds, when they come out and they skirted, whenever I called the shot, I don't know if you'll hear it in the camera or not, whenever I called the shot, that lead bird that you killed, if you watched him, he shuffled his wings, and the second bird that was strutting, he had that long snood, and he come out of strut, and his snood went from long to short. They were bugging out, they were done. That's just something you can look at on a turkey and be able to tell what's going on.
Little signs of...
That wing flip's a big deal.
When they flip those
Yeah,
wings
the
back.
jig's up. It's time to do something because it's now or never.
Well,
I'd like to have him right here in our face, but
wasn't the option we were
wasn't
given,
an option.
So
He'll
like I
eat.
said, hey,
Dead's
he'll eat.
dead. Don't matter how
Dead's
close
dead.
he is.
That's right.
Good job, buddy.
This has been a Hunter's Link production.